There's an incident in Lacoon. It looks like Western. Well done, Al. Good start.
On your left. Hold your line.
What the hell?
Still there.
Well, that's a 4X. I had no
Hold
idea
your line.
what was going on there.
Hold your line.
Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name's Aceikith Gaming and welcome back to some more iRacing with the RPM GT3 Championship. This week is at Spa. So the 24 hours of Spa has just been and gone. So this is literally just a few days afterwards. Unfortunately, our team Simability was not able to take part due to some last minute drops. So we did not have enough drivers to field for the grid altogether. But we're here to have some fun. For first and foremost, we start P19, which is a pretty decent position, given the fact that we didn't really have any practice at all until this very session during practice. So we've only been practicing for about an hour leading into this race. P19 I would say is respectable, especially given the fact that we can see one of our own teammates, Ben Warren, didn't have a great qualifying session. Neither did Ruddy, who was in the bronze class. But we just hope to try and make some gains early on, and then maybe pick up a few other places midway through the race, and then just push as hard as we can. Basically, it's going to be a tough one. It is. Very good track. But if you do enjoy the video, do not forget to click that like button. It does help out a lot. And also subscribe to the channel if you do want to see some more iRacing in the future. But otherwise, we'll leave you with the action. Hope you enjoy it. See you again soon.
Green, let's go, let's go.
Already off.
Shirk is now leading.
Okay, we are single file already, thankfully. Oh, two people already off to the right.
Taylor, yellow flag.
Sunburn Boy lead. Second race in a row. He's crashed out on the opening lap.
Left side. Clear to the left.
There's an incident in Lacoon. It looks like Western. Well done, Al. Good start.
On your left. Hold your line.
What the hell?
Still there.
Well, that's a 4X. I had no
Hold
idea
your line.
what was going on there.
Hold your line. Still there. Clear to the left.
Understood really bad. Right, okay. We've actually managed to pass David Narbonne. Oh, Peter Cox is already out. Last week's winner of Virginia. Peter Yonkers is in. What the hell is going on? We're up to P8 already. We've made 11
P8.
positions on the first lap. I think we're even ahead of Ben. Not sure what's happened to Ben. So if that is the case, if Ben's had some issues, we are the lead Simability car. We've had an amazing start to this. Because we're not the leading silver class car, we might be like P3 in silver. But if Jorge raises pace just stays the way it was during qualifying, there's no way we can reach them. I am not going to be able to keep up with Leah either. She is mental on pace. She is. But she's scarily fast. Here's Leah. Now I'm wondering, do I just try and look after my tyres, or do I try and push as hard as I can, so that I can keep ahead of Paul Carey? Because I know Paul Carey's is a very consistent driver. You know, he has a similar driving style to me where consistency is concerned. I don't really want to be hitting that sausage curb if I can help it. I don't think I've really lost anything.
You've just done a 219.00.
Yeah, I feel like my mission at the moment should really be just try and maintain pace. I don't want to fall into the clutches of some of the others behind.
The gap to Taylor in front is now 2.3.
Just bear in mind, we've got some drivers that should be towards the front of the field that are started towards the rear of the pack because they had bad qualifying. And we had a pretty decent qualifying run, so I was actually happy with my pace. But that start was just really good. Got to be mindful of these front tyres.
That's the fastest lap of the race. There's an incident in Eau Rouge.
So someone's already come out onto track after getting their car repaired.
The gap to Taylor ahead is now 3.0.
Yeah, Benjamin Sanderson's out. Who is a driver that actually we do have similar pace at.
The gap to Kerry behind is now 3.1. Okay, Al, our fuel window will open after 34 minutes. Closes after 59 minutes.
So I think now I'm going to just try and look after the tyres a little bit.
Place.
Reason why is because I feel like it's just so important to look after the top tyres this length of a race. I'm not really expecting to stay ahead of Vandenberg. He is really quick, so he will pass me eventually. Now, what exactly happened with Narbonne, I do not know.
Base is leading the race.
Schwerker's not in the lead.
The gap to Bandon Black behind is now 3.1.
Catching up to a back marker. This is the guy that came out of pit lane not too long ago, or probably got caught in the some of the first first lap mayhem. Flash just to let me know that we're there. I'd like to get past him before.
That lap was at 2:19.12.
Yeah, I'm not going to be fast enough, so.
The gap to Taylor ahead is increasing. It's now 4.2.
Just bear in mind, it's fine to let them know that we want to come past him. So now what he's going to do, he's going to let me go near here now, which is good.
On your right, clear right.
Pace honestly doesn't feel that bad. I was a little bit worried about our race pace, but not really dropping off the pace. And this is some of the front runners that we're keeping up with. Which, considering the lack of practice,
Gap to Van Black
for this
behind
race,
is now 3.1 seconds.
I'm actually quite happy. Don't want to do that. Turned in just a little bit too sharply, but thankfully I managed to just hold the slide just enough so that way I could get myself out of it. That is going to be something that we are going to have to contend with during the course of this race. Oh, that's a bit late on the brakes. Yeah, so Vandenberg's caught up to us on this lap. Paul Kerry has not, which is more important. Alan Molester's retired. Now the question is, do we have any damage? We did knock into the back of Narbonne a little bit. We did, but if there is any damage, that's going to be very light. I don't think it's going to affect our performance. One door's out. There was one of the drivers that was starting pretty much towards the back because he screwed up qualifying. Oh god. I think the tyres are starting to cry a little bit already. They're dropping off a little bit. Oh god, don't do that. Yeah, just let the car run, just let the car run.
Pay attention to track limits, please Al.
Alright. What happened there was that I touched the outside curb, which I don't want to do, really, to be honest. If I touch that outside curb, that unsettles the car completely. The only way you can really go across that curb is if you go across it like properly, like fully go over it, which I'm not comfortable in doing. And because I only went over it a little bit, it unsettled the car.
Gap to Taylor. Ahead is increasing. It's now
Because the car's not
6.4.
level. And if the car's not level, it's just going to slide. The bets are definitely gone from these tyres, 100%.
The gap to Van Black behind is now 1.4. Just that tiny little bit. It was almost sliding the car, nothing. Too fast to mix it there. Compromises this little bit here, which is arguably more important to get right. It's sacrifice the first part of Pouon because the second part of Pouon gets you a little bit of a run out of the corner. So Paul Carey has caught up just a little bit in the last couple of laps due to our little slip up.
Okay, Al. Lap times are pretty consistent. The gap to Bandon Black behind is now 0.9. Incident in Club Paul Ferret.
Oh, Leah's having Leah. She having maybe a bit of a spin. She's not lost a whole load of time.
To Bandon Black behind is now 1.9 seconds.
Now, another thing that we do need to keep an eye on is the lights around the track. So if you noticed since the start of the race, it's been getting slightly darker.
We've warned about track limits.
So we're pretty much at sunset right now. Oh, okay. My PC just decided to have a lag spike. Oh, what's going on there? Apologies if you did see a little bit of lag. I'm not sure if you did or not on the stream or in the video, but that is a little alarming. Oh, come on, stop with these off tracks.
We've had a cut warning. Keep it tidy, please, Al.
It's definitely not something I would want. But to be honest, and having it going off through Puron is a really bad place. in that time that I've had that little issue there, Vandenberg has actually caught up a little bit more. And now he's actually in my draft. Now, part of the reason why my PC might have lagged is because of the time of day. So changing the visuals. Now, obviously going to darkness is not such a simple task.
The gap to Bandon Black behind is now 1.2 seconds.
Oh, it's Philip Schwerker. What's happened to Philip?
The guy in front is Shirk.
In all of that, I think Leo dropped off a little bit.
Your lap time was at 2:19.55.
Now the question is maybe some drivers' tyres already starting to fall off. For me personally, I don't feel like mine are necessarily. I think mine is just because I've got a lower downforce setup. And that is in that way I can get speed along the main straights. It's in that way I can overtake. Especially against some of the fast Porsches.
Gap to Shirk. Ahead is now 0.8.
Yeah, Ben Warren's disconnected. I think he was involved in the first corner mess, possibly. I think he did go off track. Is Philip damaged? He's not really getting away from me. And he's one of the best in the league. Last season's champion. So the fact that he's not really getting away from me.
Gap to Bandon Black behind is now 0.9. That's half fuel. You've used half your fuel. Shirk ahead is now 0.9.
Feel like my tires are starting to get a little hot. Probably partly due because I'm right behind Philip right now.
That's good consistency, keep it up.
That's almost 3/10 through there.
Bandon Black behind is now 0.9.
There's that understeer. Just starting to come to bite me now. Oh, pardon me.
The stewards have warned us for cutting the track. Keep it between the white lines.
Thought I was going to get away with that, but didn't want to break any more right at that moment because that would have destroyed momentum completely.
Gap to Shirk in front is now 1.1 seconds.
Oh, I was going to hit that inside wall there. Bloody hell. Don't want to do that again. Oh no! Just hold the brakes, hold the brakes. I'm hoping that's not too bad. I think that's just the tyres overheating maybe a little bit. Yes, the track temperature is cooler, which is good. But it doesn't mean that this is a hard track for tyres. And I have been really pushing hard for a lot of this race, so it was bound to happen at some point.
The gap to Slater ahead is increasing. It's now 1.7 seconds.
Unfortunately, it has to happen there. Oh dear.
The gap to Kerry behind is now 0.9.
Yeah, it spins around just like a typical BMW, unfortunately there. Very lazy, slow and inevitable. It doesn't go, oh let's just get it over and done with. It's like, nah, I'm gonna let you sit there and think about what you just did. I'll probably ruin this set of tyres as well because of that spin as well.
Alright, our pit window is open.
Yeah. This car does not like that turn. It really doesn't. That's almost spun again right there. So I'm just going to have to be careful, really, to be honest, for the rest of this stint. But yeah, my pace has dropped off a little bit. Just a little bit nervous with this car at the moment, so just trying not to push too hard on these tyres. Oh god, had to lift off a little bit there. Thing is, I don't really want to pit early if I can help it.
That was a 219.72. The gap to Kerry behind is now 0.9.
These tyres are definitely finished. Oh my god. These tyres are finished. I've burnt them out. Still need to try and take them as long as I can, though, that's the thing. If I can take them to 50 minutes, I think that'll be good enough. So there'll be another 11 minutes. They're too wide for Blondjamon.
Sorry, Jack.
Yeah, I think I've got the tyres cooled down a bit.
The gap behind is now 1.2.
You notice it's now starting to get even darker. It'll be interesting to see how this race transforms going into the second half of this race.
Your lap time was at 2:19.25. Okay, Al, that's good consistency. Keep it up. P11.
Oh god. Almost did it again. I wonder if the tyres are just worn out, that you just can't do that same speed through that one specific corner. Because you think about it, it's very off camber, it's downhill. So it is a turn that you do have to respect. You can't turn the wheel too much, and I think that might be kind of what I'm doing. Just turning the wheel a little bit too much through that turn now.
The gap behind is now 0.5. Make him do all the work. Focus on your exits. He's faster than you into who on?
almost halfway through.
That last lap was at 2:19.62. That's half distance. We think about 12 minutes of fuel remaining.
You can see I'm barely putting in steering input. Just cannot get the gas down back down early enough. Just can't. But it's just something I'm just gonna have to take for now. Because I don't want to have to deal with it at the end of the race. I'd rather deal with it now. And it's something that everybody's going to have to deal with somewhat. Just a little bit too far back that time around.
Okay, Al, don't let this guy distract you.
There's a chance I might pit in at the end of this lap because these front tyres are not doing any good anymore.
Got 10 minutes of fuel remaining.
I actually thought about it. Surprised with given how far back it was.
Thank you, Bill.
Your lap time was 2:19.39. Use all the track, force him to find the gap. They're faster than us in 2. Who on?
Right side, clear right.
Yeah, we're at the 15-minute mark. Nobody around us has actually pitted yet. Does that mean that we just pit and try and break the cycle? I wonder. You fastest lap while lapping somebody. And that's all down to the fuel load, by the way. That isn't down to, oh, the tyres are actually okay. They're not. I'm just not wanting to deal with it again in the second half of the race. So I'd rather deal with the majority of the pain now. And then that way I can have an easier second half of the race.
The gap behind is now 0.7.
Because mostly what happens with this car sometimes that I find personally is that the tyre wear is a little bit high in the second half. Because I'm pushing the moment that I'm coming out of pit lane, because we're still under race conditions. And I think I take the best out of the tyres before they're even properly up to temperature. But I can't, sometimes I can't just do it to myself anyway.
Okay, Al, we estimate you've got 5 minutes of fuel remaining.
Right, so it'll be next lap that we'll be pitching the schedule. So I'm going to pit this lap. See if maybe we can make a gain.
Don't let this guy intimidate you.
I just hope that I don't catch up to Paul Coburn.
You're a left down, Peter. Come on.
Ooh.
Pit lane speed limit is 60 kilometers per hour.
That was close. I almost hit the inside wall, which made me come out of that little bit wider. And because I did that, I ended up hitting the outside wall. Thankfully, nothing's happened to the car. Even though I had plenty of practice. Oh, there's Ruddy.
Ray's is leading the race.
Okay, right, let's relax. Okay, optionals are 18.4 seconds. So we'll get a little bit of the repairs done while we're refilling up the car. Yeah, this has been a very difficult race, I'm going to be honest.
Exit's clear. Push. Okay, Al. The next car is Shirk.
We've caught up to Vandenberg. So just remember, we're out on now on brand new tyres. It will take about a couple of laps to warm up.
The guy in front is Vandon Black.
Thank you.
And just remember, Vandenberg was the guy that was just behind me when I, before I had that spin earlier. So, we have actually caught up to him by almost the amount of time that I've lost. So I think, with how long our tyres last typically until it starts not feeling so good, I believe that the tyres will not feel so good again, only in the last 5 minutes. Oh, why is the car not braking?
Incident in Eau Rouge. Looks like it's Slater.
Oh, Pale Carey's actually got ahead of us. And what? How is... Okay, Kari's just leaving there. There's
The leader, Rays.
So we have
is
to go to
pitting.
the left-hand side. Give him space. So Paul Carey's actually caught us up a little bit. It's obviously saved an extra lap of fuel. Not enough to actually overtake us in the pit lane circle.
B11. Base is now leading. The gap behind is now 1.0.
Hey there, Sabo. One of my swimming reviewers. I've still not made up my mind yet exactly when I'm going to do it. I need to sort out like a viewer bot for when I'm playing Dead by Daylight. So, I am thinking maybe doing my first ever one on the Monday after my birthday, which is in a couple of weeks. Which is literally in a couple of weeks. So it won't be this Monday, but it'll be the following Monday. I do need to get it properly set up.
10th position. You've just done a 219.18. We think P6 has gone off in Eau Rouge.
That's him obviously just coming out of the pits. That's not somebody going off at Eau Rouge. It says that because they're going that slow coming out of pit lane. And you're right on top of a corner. You are. So the system, the crew chief system thinks automatically, oh, they've had a crash. No, they haven't. They're just coming out of pit lane. It's quite funny when it does it quite a lot. keeps on saying, oh, somebody's crashed here. No, they haven't. They're just coming out pit lane. But yeah, that is kind of the target with regards to doing a viewer's queue. So I'll be doing a Swift night on Surviving Monday, which I'll call it. Oh, that's enough track. That's something I want to do.
Stay between the lines, please, Al.
Considering the fact that the last race, obviously at Virginia, I got 0x. But of course, obviously, 4 of these incident points was from hitting somebody very lightly on the first lap. And I think that was just a matter of that he thought that somebody was going to come back across him, so he slowed down a little bit. And I just hit him from the rear, not able to really brake in time. I didn't have enough time to be able to react. That's all that was. Braked a bit too late, I think, there.
The gap behind is now 1.1.
Kind of hoping at least to start fighting. They have been a little bit.
The gap's now 1.4. It's pretty slow through La Source.
Okay, this is a fast lap. We're coming up to one of our teammates, the one that's still running at the moment, Brady. There is a train. Might help us all if Ruddy just gets out of the way along the Kemmel Straight. There is a number of us. There's like 6 cars in a train near enough. Okay, so it looks like he might be actually slowing down, yeah. He's slowing down to let us all by, gradually. I don't think we get up to him close enough though, no we don't. Yeah, that is not a good looking car. Doesn't even have a rear wing. Just want to go up his inside slowly just to make certain that he knew we were there. Yes, he's our teammate. He doesn't want to wreck my race. I don't want to ruin his. I don't want my own race ruined, of course. But got to respect the fact that he's still on track. Didn't really lose any time either, I don't feel. Which is good. Considering that he let me through on an entrance to a turn.
The gap ahead is now 1.5 seconds. Incident in the chicane. That lap time was 2:19.44.
So yeah, as you can see now, obviously in the last 30 minutes. Of course now the pit cycle's over. It's now gone fully pitch black, so the last 22 minutes that we have now is going to be a very different race. It is, because now it's not just the cars that we have to contend with, it's now the lack of light that we have to contend with as well. Question is, can I actually pass at least one of these two? You know our car's quick in a straight line.
Your last lap time was at 2:19.11.
Of course, the Porsche is just so quick coming out of focus.
The gap in front is now 0.8. There's an incident in Lake Hoop. Looks like it's Yonkers. Yellow flag. You're pulling away from the guy behind. The gap's now 3.0.
Thank you, Lord. Yeah, no worries, buddy.
That's 20 minutes to go.
Thanks, class.
Not sure if you can see it, but there's a couple of like LED lights that I have on the other side of my dash. And when I turn for some corners, they are flicking. That is to tell me that's the traction control kicking in. And they are just kicking in, even just going through a couple of fast
That lap
corners.
time was 2:19.78.
So it's
Lap
something
times
I
are pretty
do
consistent.
need to keep an eye on. Right.
Alright, Al, keep Adam under pressure. He'll make a mistake.
Thanks, sweetie.
One time, Leah, one time.
It's not close enough just yet.
P11.
Just take that off track there.
We've been warned about track limits.
Don't think
Come on, pass him already.
approaching at the right time. No, we don't. You see how much more traction these Porsches have. They just pull away enough, and that is enough, by the way, that by the time we get to the end of the Camel Straight, I can't pass it. I just can't. So it has to be done somewhere else. But bear in mind, Patrick is also getting slipstream from Marcus.
There's an incident in Befania.
It's a left car.
Alright, Al, double chances here. Let's make sure we can take them. 15 minutes remaining, 15 minutes to go.
To be fair, William did actually do that quite well. I think he's got done.
Come on, nail him already.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Right side. Hold your line. Still there. Keep it steady. Hold your line. Still there. Clear to the right.
P10, you're a 10th off in Sector 1. Sector 2 is 0.6 off the pace. Sector 3 is
Okay,
1.8
that move's
off
done,
the pace.
finally.
Incident in Eau Rouge.
And Patrick put up a good fight there too. But the problem I have now...
Okay, Al, hold your nerve, just keep it smooth, no mistakes. He's faster than you entering the chicane.
I've noticed as well, Patrick's is actually nifty on it straight in that Porsche. Oh god.
Thanks, Rudy.
Okay, we've only got
Okay, Al, we've just cut
one
the track.
instant point we can actually use up now for the last 13 minutes. Oh god. And yes, it does mean through that one turn that I had that spin earlier, I do need to take it careful. I can't afford a 2x. Just get a 2x from a loss of control.
Don't be pressured, keep your exit speeds up.
Okay, that just about does it. Faxon. Yeah, got my headlights on.
The gap to Bandon Black. Behind is now 0.8.
just trying to take it very carefully at the moment while trying to keep it good pace.
You've got 10 minutes left, 10 minutes to go.
It's a bit of an insane start. Multiple drivers, I think, crashed out, I think, in the first couple of laps. So we did get to as high as P8. We did have one spin earlier. But with everything that has happened, I think, like, the position that we're in at the moment, it's we are in a really good spot. Yeah, I hope you're doing well yourself there, Fraxton. Obviously, I'm in a very deep concentration for this at the moment, so just making sure I'm hitting my marks perfectly, but doing anything out of the ordinary. Track is now dark, so
The gap in front is now 2.4.
which makes the race even more difficult. Okay. There's a little lag spike again. Haven't had one of those for a while. Oh! Hello! That was even bigger. Just hold on. Oh my god. The lag spikes are that big that the force feedback in the wheel goes. Just need to hang in there for a little longer. 4 more laps.
There's an incident in Eau Rouge. It looks like Coburn.
That'll be somebody coming out of pit lane. Yeah, this is in Belgium, Braxton. One of the most legendary tracks in the world. Personally, my favourite track in the world as well.
To Bandon Black behind is now
Home to some of the most
1.3.
crazy F1 races known in modern history as well. 1998 Belgian Grand Prix in F1. So some of the most torrential rain you could possibly see in hitting the track. Back then, it wasn't so. Obviously, nowadays F1 is so much safer, and they still make you so many more precautions. Like, if you got that sort of rain in 1998, like today, the race wouldn't go ahead. It just wouldn't. We had that a few years back. We did in F1 as well, actually. It was just so bad that they legit did 2 laps. They did behind the safety car, so nobody could overtake, of course. But in all of that, obviously they then pulled back up to the grid and decided to call it right there and then. So all drivers that could have scored points earned half points. It meant that George Russell actually got P2 in a Williams. Back then he was driving for Williams, not Mercedes at the time. He would have been that later on that year. He would next year he would be announced to be a driver at Mercedes, I believe, the following year. Give Paul a little flash.
That was 2:19.59. 5 minutes to go, 5 minutes left.
5 more minutes, so
There's an incident in Radion.
cars crashed at Radion. That should be right off the track, I believe. Oh, it's still continuing. It's Daniel Wagging now.
Alright. Still there. Clear to the right. On your left.
Doesn't have to do it, bear in mind.
Hold your line. Clear left.
They've been considerate that there's a battle behind me. Or behind him, anyway.
The gap to Bandon Black behind is now 0.8.
Yeah, Paul actually did do really well there, actually. Because there was a lapped car that it was coming up to lap as well. So what he did was just continue on, get past that car, and then let me through when it was safe to do so. In all of that, I have lost a little bit of time, but that's only because I'm trying to overtake a back marker around the outside of Lake Coon.
Come on, Al. Push, push, push. We can get this guy.
The traction control decided to not kick in.
That lap was a 2:20.20.
Through that, I've lost even more time now. So now Patrick is right up my backside. Right, 2 more laps.
10 minutes of fuel remaining. Position. That's 2 minutes left. 2 minutes.
I'm going to be honest, I feel like I'm actually taking a step back at the moment just to ensure that I don't get the T-Rex. But I'm actually lapping faster than I have all race. Now, some of that will be because I'm on a light fuel load and the tyres are still hanging in quite well. Right. So then, last lap. Yeah, I just feel like I am actually mentally exhausted.
1 more to go. There's an incident in Eau Rouge. We think it might be Hartman.
Because so much has been going on this race. So I'm just making sure that I'm hitting my mark the best I can while just getting that gap, which I am. Yeah, the leader's just coming through the final chicane now. So Jorge Reyes has actually got P2. So he wins the silver class by finishing P2 overall. There is a chance that next week he might get upgraded to the gold. If his well, he actually gets the fastest lap of the race overall. Not just silver class, but overall.
Well,
so
we
he
have
beats-
one more lap, Matt.
Yeah. Really, really hard this one.
There's an incident in La Source.
Really,
Looks like
really
it's
hard,
Slater.
But P10's finished up all time.
P10. There's the finish. Well done.
Oh my god. Yeah, that was really, really tough. Like, my heart's not necessarily pounding, but I feel like myself here. I think that is just basically the focus and the tension that I'm pressing into my body, maybe. Because obviously this isn't a perfect setup at the moment, bear in mind. I do feel like I'm stretching my arms a bit too much. So obviously when I get a better wheel, I will have a better position as well. And there's another thing as well. I also I'm a bit close to the pedals as well. Oh, right. Okay. Hey there, David. How are you doing? You've just missed a fun event, by the way, David. Welcome on into everybody from Samsoy's Raid as well. We've literally just finished a league race, an hour and a half at Spa. We have a P10 finish as well. So, yeah, and we've recorded it all for YouTube. So, yeah, thank you ever so much for the raid, Samsoy. You know, it really is a pleasure to have every single one of you in as well. So yeah, so obviously those of you on YouTube watching this, obviously we've just been raided by Samsoid, who's an amazing driver overall. He is absolutely fantastic. Thank you ever so much for the shout out from Fractal as well. But yeah, thank you ever so much. I'm going to end my recording there though, for those of you on YouTube. If you have enjoyed the race, don't forget to click the like button. It does help out the channel a lot. And if you do want to follow the rest of the series ahead, then don't forget to hit that subscribe button as well. An amazing race, and I hope this will just be the start of things to come. Maybe we can head into that high point of the field, get into gold class, and then maybe start threatening some of the front runners. But we shall see. I'm going to leave it there though. Like, comment, subscribe. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day. See you guys next time.